How many times have you seen the potential for a great partnership or a great company to be your customer if you could just only reach the decision maker there, but you have no context, you looked on LinkedIn, you can't find them. How do you get to them? Well, Alex Banayan joins us today. He's the author of The Third Door, The Wild Quest to Uncover How the World's Most Successful People Launch Their Careers. It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Many of these cases, it's because these people were able to get to the unreachable people.
Exactly.
So that's what I want to focus on for the purposes of this conversation is how do you get to someone who just seems unreachable? You have no connections, the company's so big, why would they care about you?
So two of the most important lessons I learned on my journey are about exactly that. And the first came from Steven Spielberg. And the way Spielberg launched his career is remarkable. He was 19 years old, rejected from film school. So what did he do? He went onto the tour bus at Universal Studios Hollywood, rode on the tram around the lot, jumped off, waited for the tram to ride away, and then walked around the lot. And when he was on the lot, he met a man named Chuck Silvers, who eventually became his mentor and eventually became his inside man. And that term is anyone inside of an organization who believes in you enough that they'll put their reputation on the line to help you get in.
But how do you even get to that insight? I mean, that just sounds like luck, what happened to him, right?
That's remarkable. So I actually had that exact question.
Right.
So when Spielberg gave me that insight, I then talked to Tim Ferriss, the best-selling author of The 4-Hour Workweek, on how to do that in the digital age. And what Ferriss taught me is that he did the exact same method using cold emails. And Ferriss gave a cold email template that can reach out to any VIP, any CEO, and get a response. And this is what it is. Ready? Mm-hmm. So you start off with...
By the way, what is so interesting about this is that if you email Tim Ferriss, you get an email back that says, I don't remember what it is. This was many years ago when he was on the show, but it was... you know, I don't answer my emails between 9 to 5, or I get too many emails that I can't answer you back. So it's fascinating that he's got a way to get through that to other people.
Well, I think because he knows how it works, he knows how to block people out.
Okay. Okay, so what is the template?
So it starts like this. You know, dear so-and-so, I know you're incredibly busy and get a lot of emails, so this will only take 60 seconds to read. Mm-hmm. Boom, next paragraph. 1 to 2 sentences max of who you are and what context you have that's relevant to the person. And then the next paragraph, again, 1 to 2 sentences maximum of your very specific question. It can be, what's the best book you recommend for a small business owner? What's the biggest hiring mistake you've made? Something they can answer right away. Mm-hmm. And then the final paragraph is the clincher. I totally understand if you're too busy to respond. Mm-hmm. Even a 1 or 2 line will completely make my day. All the best, Alex. And those responses have been remarkable for me personally, from Malcolm Gladwell to Sheryl Sandberg, and it's really launched the book using this Tim Ferriss cold email template.
So you wanted interviews with them, right? And that's how you got it. What if you want a business deal with them?
So what I've learned, and what Tim Ferriss very specifically mentioned to me, is that if you want a business deal with someone that you're cold emailing, mm-hmm. the best thing you can do is be as specific as possible about what the proposition is. The worst thing you can do is, I would love to pick your brain. I would love to grab some coffee with you, because that's an automatic archive or delete.
Right, right. So, but even if it's specific, I want to partner with you on X, but you are a tiny company, they're a huge company, they could partner with anyone. What's the thing that gets them to say, okay, you're interesting, let me write back?
So what I've realized is that every single person who was launching their career at some point, whether it was Bill Gates or Buffett, was that unknown entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And the thing that makes the difference when you're small and you're dealing with the big dogs, mm-hmm. is what your mission is. And what I've learned is that you can be selling the best software in the world, but you can blend in with a crowd.
Yep.
But if you have a mission that resonates with someone in that organization, that's really the key to getting your foot in the door.
Well, that's the man you talked about in the beginning, right? Your key man. What
exactly.
did you call it?
The inside man.
The inside man, right.
Spielberg's Chuck Silvers.
Right. But so, and could the inside man, does it have to be someone at the top, or can it be someone, can be anyone?
That's a great question, because it's actually better if it's not someone at the top. It's way better if it's someone in the organization who's close to that CEO, because the CEO gets bombarded with their inbox.
Right.
But if your inside man is a SVP or a director who just knows the right people in the organization, that's 10 times better.
Got it. All right. Well, the third door, and this refers to the doors that nobody else is going through, right?
Exactly.
That's how you're getting to people. So good to see you. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.